Hey guys! So for today's video, I'm gonna be doing a Beetlejuice inspired look. Thumbs up if you like my shirt. So I'm gonna be creating this look right here for the eyes. I'm gonna start off by taking my 35B palette from Morphe, and I'm gonna take that shade I pointed at and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. And I'm using a Morphe M441. It's just a fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to be going in with this shade on a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to be placing that a little bit lower than where I put the first shade. And since I'm going to be doing a cut crease, I'm going to be flicking the shadows out when I have less product on them. Now I'm going to be taking this dark green color and placing that even lower in my crease. Now I'm going to be taking my subculture palette and using the shade Untamed on a small fluffy brush because I wanted it to be a little deeper. Now I'm going to be taking my KatVonD Alchemist highlighter palette. I'm going to be taking the green shade and I'm going to be placing that underneath my brow bone. Now I'm going to cut the crease. I'm going to be using a flat brush and some concealer to give it that really defined line. Then I'm going to go ahead and set that with any light powder just so it doesn't crease or transfer. Then I'm going to take this shade from the Morphe palette and I'm going to place that on my lid. I'm going to be taking this loose glitter from Sigma in the shade Astral, and I'm going to be placing that on top of the shade that I just put down just to give it an extra pop. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the purple shade from the KatVonD Alchemist palette and put that on top too. Now I'm taking my Sigma eyeliner and I'm going to be drawing a wing. Wings are not my strong suit, so you're gonna see here that I mess up really bad, but I end up fixing it and it looks fine. But yeah, I'm not the best at wings, so that's unfortunate. Then I'm going to be taking my Sigma eyeliner in the white shade, which is Endorse, I believe. I think that's the name. And I'm going to be basically doing some stripes to give it that Beetlejuice feel. You know what I mean? Now I'm just gonna clean up that mess with some concealer. And for mascara, I'm using the Pure Cosmetics Fully Charged. And then I'm going to put some lashes on. I got some of the Walmart Halloween lashes. I'm going to put a picture on the screen somewhere because I lost the box. But I'm pretty sure you've seen these. They're like really popular. So for primer, I'm using my Dr. Brandt Luminizer primer. I forgot what it was called for a second, but yeah, I'm just going to use this primer. And then I'm going to rip it in my face. And then for foundation, I'm going to take my Makeup Forever foundation and the LA Girl White foundation, because I really, since it's a Beetlejuice look, I want it to look really pale. So I don't have a concealer light enough for the shade that I made myself. So I'm going to be taking this white from my CC Beauty Flash palette, and I'm going to be using that to highlight. Then I'm going to go ahead and set my whole face with my RCMA No Color Powder. So going back in with my KatVonD Alchemist palette, I'm taking the green shade. I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corners. So now I'm going to take this shade on a pencil brush, and I'm going to place that on my lower lash line. And I'm basically going to do the same thing with the same 3 shades that I used from the palette on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to be taking this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, and I'm going to put that on my waterline, and I'm going to put on some mascara on my lower lashes. So I'm going to go back in with the lightest shade from the palette, the lightest green shade, and I'm going to be using that as a contour shade. And I'm just going to place that anywhere that I would put like bronzer on, you know, like on my jawline, on my forehead, a little bit on my nose, maybe on my neck, all that. in with the deepest shade of green from the palette. I'm going to be using that on top of the green that I just placed down, just to give it a little bit more dimension. Again, taking my KatVonD Alchemist palette, I'm taking the purple highlight shade and I'm just going to highlight with that on the regular highlighting areas, so on the cheekbones, like Cupid's bow, on top of my eyebrows, on my nose. For lips, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Vintage. Now I'm going to be taking my face paint palette and I'm going to be taking that shade that I pointed at on a cosmetic sponge that I kind of like ripped up a little bit to give it some texture. And I'm going to be placing that on the green that I already have on my face and doing the same thing with the darker green that I'm pointing at just to give it some more dimension. And I really like how this looks. I really like this technique. So now I wanted to add like an extra touch. This part is really simple and I wanted it to look really messy because, you know, Beetlejuice is a messy man. So I'm just going to be drawing some black and white lines on my neck and my chest to give it like a, I don't even know what you would call this. I guess a little collar type of thing. I don't know, but I wanted to do it, so I did it and I like how it came out. So yeah. That's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. I lost my intro and my outro footage, so I'm really mad at myself for that because I told myself I wasn't going to let that happen again. But it is what it is. I already washed it off, so I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to be better, but it's really difficult. But it is what it is, so I hope you guys don't mind that. At the end of the video, it's going to be some pictures that I took, and yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll really appreciate that, and have a good night or day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.